I hope the banquet wasn't too grandiose for you. That was a larger one than usual, however, the normal will still be more than you were previously accustomed to. And I apologize for my father's mood. The attempted assassination on my brother has put a lot of stress on him, and on top of all that, the recent war between the kingdoms of Cordelia and Wisteria have prevented important merchants from reaching our fair islands, and our wheat supplies are wearing thin. It's all been quite a headache for him. But you're right, we need to talk about earlier, not politics. I can't deny that I have feelings for you. I just can't. But, likely to inherit the throne or not, I am still a prince of this realm. I'm not supposed to do this. If word were to get out, well, it would be a royal scandal, and the royal court would not approve at all. A crown prince having relations with not only a man, but his personal guard, and a commoner too. Not that I have any problem with you being a commoner, it's just the royal court will have a problem with, well, all of this, and, well... To put it gently, my knight, you may be skilled with a sword and shield, but a nobleman's pen signing the right documents is a ruthless enemy that no martial talent could overcome. No, I want to be with you. A secret relationship. Like something out of a mainlander romance novel. I suppose we could do that. In fact, I would like that if it meant we could be together. In the meantime, we both need our rest, my knight. Where will you sleep? Ah, I hadn't thought of that. Only the first prince's quarters has room for a guard. I'll have to ask either James or Marion what solutions they found for the problem. Knowing both of them, they've had their guard sit on a chair or something, but I can't do that to you. My bed? But my knight, we've only just met. That wouldn't be proper. You're right. I can't really think of any other solutions. Here is some sleepwear, my knight. It might not be an exact fit, but it'll be more comfortable than sleeping in your armor. Don't worry, knight. Your modesty is still safe. There's a private bathroom through that door there. You can get changed in there. Right, I needn't worry myself. It's just sleeping. Just sleeping. Calm yourself, Lewis. Calm yourself. Wow. You look even better outside of your armor. Not that you didn't look good in your armor, just that... Wow. And you've got me babbling again. We'd best be getting to sleep, my knight. Good night. Um, mm, um, oh, you're up already? You're right, it probably was a good idea for you to change into your armor before anyone came around to wake me. Oh, you have a meeting with the guard captain before breakfast, too. I see. Well, perhaps we should meet up in the courtyard when you're finished, and once we've had breakfast. Farewell, my knight.
So the would-be assassin still hasn't said anything?
Nothing of importance, anyway. We have a name, though it's probably an alias. We still don't know where she's from, or who sent her.
So, what's our next move? She did try to kill me. We need to get to the bottom of why.
For whatever reason, she's been unresponsive to questionings from your guard, which is why I'm planning to have a different guard. That would be him. Come in.
You're Lewis's new personal guard, aren't you? I saw you at dinner last night. I'm Prince Alexander, but you probably already knew that, didn't you?
As I was saying, I plan to have another guard, specifically you, question the prisoner. Before now, the Royal Guard's resources have been dedicated to increase security after the attack. But now that the personal guard has been assigned to all 4 of the king's children, we can now fully dedicate ourselves to tracking down who sent her.
And if merely changing which guard is questioning her proves ineffective?
Then we'll have no choice but to use more drastic measures. So far, we've refrained from torture, but if it's necessary, it's necessary.
Very well. I'll leave both of you to discuss the specifics of the questioning. And guard, I hope you're aware of the full responsibilities of a prince's personal guard. If anything happens to my brother under your watch, I will have your head for it. Do I make myself clear? Excellent.
I understand your duty as a personal guard takes priority over everything else, so we've scheduled the interrogations for tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock sharp. Things should be quieter then. Of course, you're free to return to your duties until then.
Ah, hello, Sir Knight. Not here, my knight. Eyes could be watching. We wouldn't want to become the subject of idle gossip in the royal court, would we? Come, walk with me. The castle courtyard is lovely, don't you think? Father wastes no expense in ensuring it looks its best at all times. It has flowers from as far as people have travelled, even as far as the eastern kingdoms. Well, this garden used to be Mother's passion. Ever since she passed away, Father has had the highest experts maintaining it in her memory. However, I doubt they'll miss a single rose for you. This corner is a blind spot for many windows. Sadly, having to watch our backs like this is the reality of our relationship. It's not ideal, but as long as I'm Prince of the Realm... Indeed. You have an idea? Leave the castle? Are you sure? Father would never allow it. I was barely allowed outside of the castle before someone tried to kill my brother. Sneak out? No, you're right. We should. Father doesn't have to know. We'll just be back before anyone notices. We can't exactly just walk out of the gates, though. We need to find another pathway out. You've already thought of that. Of course you have. You can get us all the way to the stables without encountering anyone? I should have known a guard would know all the nooks and crannies of the castle. Lead the way, my knight. Well, we made it to the stables. What now? So, we're just going to take a horse and ride out into the hills together. No, sounds exciting. My knight, of course I know how to ride. I've been taught since I was a child. Basically all nobility is. Which one's your horse? The black one. He's such a beautiful creature. How old is he? He's reaching retirement age then. A pity. You must have had him basically your whole life. What's his name? Ah, it fits him. We should set out before anyone stops by. We're here. This is a beautiful spot. You can see out at the ocean for miles. And is that a waterfall over there? On that cliff up there? Maybe we should come back later, or another day. Watching a sunrise here would be marvelous, wouldn't you agree? Really, you would come out here to relax during your training? I can see why. Everything here is just so serene. Is there anywhere to sit around here? Just sit on the ground? On the grass? Are you sure? What if I get mud on my clothes? Remember, knight, I'm not supposed to be out here. I can't be seen with mud on me when we go back to the palace. Sit in your lap, then. That would be very improper, my knight. You're right. No one is watching. Well, this is intimate. So, I suppose I must ask this at some point, my knight. I would like to get to know you better, after all. Tell me, where did you grow up? Which of the 5 islands that make up our fair kingdom do you hail from? You don't carry yourself like a Crown Islander, I can tell that much. The people here talk in a very particular way, always trying to make ourselves sound as impeccable as possible. You don't do that. Oh, Greenflower. Really? That's certainly an interesting coincidence. Well, it's my title. As the fourth-born child of the king, my title is the Prince of Greenflower. It really must be fate or something that we met, my knight. No, I've never been there, unfortunately. It's a bit absurd, isn't it? I'm the crown prince of an island I've never been to. Truth is, I've only ever been to 2 of the 5 islands that make up Atas. I've spent most of my life here on the Crown Island. I've spent a few summers in Riviere, but that's it really. I'd love to visit it someday, though. To actually see the place that I'm officially prince of. Maybe I could meet your family. Imagine their faces when their son walks through the door with one of the crown princes. What is it your family does, anyway? To make a living, I mean. Ah, farmers. I should have guessed there are a lot of farmers on Greenflower, and with you having a horse since you were a child, it makes sense. I don't suppose you need to ask what my family does, do you? Well, yes, this might surprise you, but my father is the king. Long-running family business we have. Careful there, knight. You almost shocked me out of your lap and onto the ground there. Well, that time did it. And yet, this is somehow even more of an intimate position than me sitting on your lap. Hovering over me like this. What would the nobility say? We should get up. Thankfully, I'm not too muddy. Come, my brave knight. We should get back to the palace before we're both missed.